A few days ago, at the end of one of these videos, I mentioned that I believe that podcasts and video shows really lean into the first principles of human communication preferences. Then it dawned on me afterwards that maybe not everyone understands what first principles are, kind of an inside baseball term. So I thought maybe I'd unpack it for you. First principles are basically things that will always be true. They're things that you can't imagine not being true. So for instance, in the case of Amazon.com, Jeff Bezos said famously that the first principles are consumers will always want low prices. They'll always want easy checkout, and they'll always want quick delivery. Those things will never not be true, right? They are principles that you can build a business on. When I think about podcasts and videos for your business, first principles are people always like and prefer oral communication over all other types of communication. And they prefer video, if possible, over just audio in most cases. I mean, think about it. For tens of thousands of years, human beings have been telling stories long before we could write, before we started putting paintings on cave walls and chiseling stuff into stone. We were telling stories. And you yourself have been telling stories and loving stories since you were 3, probably. Long before you could read or write, you were telling stories and gravitating to people who told the best stories and could explain things best to you. These things never not be true for your audience. So when you think about everyone you want to reach and influence for your business, know that the vast majority of them would prefer to hear from you in audio or video format way more than just simple print. You just can't go wrong. So highly recommend you start thinking about how are you going to incorporate podcasts and videos in your business.